The 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson here, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith.
Welcome to the NBA here on 2K Sports, a special Martin Luther King Day edition. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. Celtics swing into this game as part of their continuing road trip. This is a game they come into this matchup confident and ready to take care of business.
And they're 1-0 against them this season, and this is the final matchup. So a little bit of extra incentive tonight, knowing they have a chance for the season sweep.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, whether it's 2 games or 20, you love to go unblemished against any opponent over the course of a season. Of course, the opposite is just as true. Getting swept is no fun at all.
Ready to go? Ready to go?
So Dallas will get the first possession. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Thomas is out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Jay Crowder. And it's Sullinger in at the 4 slot. Nowitzki's shot's good.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Now here's Thomas. Jordan sets the pick for Thomas. Jordan dishes to Sullinger. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
Here is Matthews following the bucket by the Celtics. Nowitzki a screen. Just 4 to shoot. From deep three-point range, an absolute bomb from three-point range. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter.
Wes Matthews, a hard-nosed player on the wing. Strong frame, and he really does put it to good use at both ends.
Now here's Crowder. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. In the corner, Middleton with it. Matthews with the steal. Off his leg, and they're saying he kicked the ball. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Williams against Thomas. Williams attacking. Kicks it out to Parsons. The offensive rebound. On defense, the Mavericks. Last meeting was in Boston, where they were unable to fight off the Celtics.
And one of the factors, Kevin, that really hurt them in that game, the lack of success at the foul line. We all know how much those free throw woes can cost you.
And it gave those opposing fans a boost every time another foul shot clanged off the rim. I mean, that's an easy way to get the home crowd in your grill. There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Double team on Thomas. It's Sullinger. It's out the key. Down low. Here's Jordan. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Mavericks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Nowitzki, the pass to Parsons. Here's Pachulia. Dallas again missing.
They really depend on him to convert those chances. A lot of times, even with solid D draped on it, they expect him to make it.
Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Sullinger, the rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
I mean, it's almost like he doesn't like the rim.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Williams a screen. Poked loose. He had stolen by Sullinger. Here's Crowder. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slant.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Nowitzki scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And it looks like he might just be on his A game today, Clark.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. The Celtics have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Jordan the screen. Here's Thomas. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
Here's Thomas after the made shot from Chandler Parsons. Crowder kicks to Sullinger. Nowitzki with the steal. And here is Williams. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against the Spurs in San Antonio.
And also defensively, guys, he kept them off balance with 4 steals on the night. And Chandler Parsons, changing teams last season, saw a little bit of a regression. Down in points, rebounds, and assists, but more troubling, down in field goal and free throw percentage. So you can tell that that transition to a new team, new system, new role definitely had an impact.
Thomas kicks to Crowder. Outside Jordan. Here's Thomas. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. Chandler Parsons coming over from Houston to Dallas, moving into a new scheme, a different scheme than he had with the Rockets. It was his first go-around with Coach Rick Carlisle.
Yeah, and it's not easy for a player to adjust to a coach, or a new coach to adjust to a player. That takes some time. It's a two-way street. We know Parsons has the talent.
Now here's Williams, looking for his first basket still in this one. And the shot is good.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Let's send it out to Doris Burke, who caught up with head coach Rick Carlisle. Doris?
Kevin, he told me he stressed to his players that what he wanted more than anything tonight was the extra pass. He said, we have a lot of guys on this roster that can be factors on offense. As long as we're keeping everyone involved, we can overwhelm teams with our scoring. Let's see if they can keep the rock moving and share the ball, guys.
Appreciate the report, Doris. And guys, how does their offensive strategy fit into this matchup?
I think it should make for an entertaining game. I love hearing coaches say their focus is on offense. That usually means we can expect some fireworks.
Yeah, and I know the fans love to hear that too. Just as I do, I love seeing some high-octane offense. I think it's bound to be a game played at a brisk pace. Really nice dime dropping there. Playmaking ability is exactly what you get from Isaiah Thomas.
Outside Matthews. He kicks it to Nowitzki to the paint. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Hard to get that one off with the size difference there. That makes it a tough individual matchup for him, especially down low.
Well, took on the big guys going in there and challenging them like he did. But, boy, that was a nice job.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. JaVale McGee's checked in for Pachulia. For Dirk Nowitzki. And Barea subbed in for Parsons. Good. Miles has got his first 3 points of the game.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Harris is checked in. Barea kicks to Harris. He feeds it to Powell. There's the dish to Barea. On the wing, Harris. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. Harris has got his first basket of the night.
And both teams on fire from the opening tip.
Well, I don't doubt it, Greg. We're going to have an entertaining game of basketball here today. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious that's the case.
Now here's Sullinger. He's coming off a 25-point game against Washington, and the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a three-point play. Langston Galloway's checked in for Isaiah Thomas. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the opening man and getting some easy baskets.
Something else they've been able to do so far tonight is earn those tough points in the paint.
Here is Matthews. Real disappointing game for him in that loss to San Antonio. Here's Barea. Drills the three-pointer. Barea's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
You might not think of him as a laser three-point shooter, but that shot was there for him, and he had to take it.
It always seems the Mavs are able to compete for a title, Clark, but their window might be closing with some of their stars aging, namely Dirk Nowitzki.
You're exactly right, Kevin, because Dirk is the centerpiece of that franchise, has been for over a decade. They made the Rondo trade last year trying for a big finals run, but eventually they'll start to have to build for the future.
Now here's Matthews after the miss from Tyler Zeller. And it's Harris off the drive. And Matthews kicks to Barea. Lets it fly from 18. Can't hit. Some solid defense from Butler.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Galloway, the pass to Butler. Sullinger outside. The feed to Galloway. 5 to shoot. Out left to the wing. And a wide open look for Zeller. It's hauled in by Harris. Last game for the Celtics, it was a loss to the Wizards in Washington.
And with the number of turnovers they had in that game, guys, it was going to be an uphill battle all the way. Especially
when you couple the turnovers with the soft defense they were playing. That's a losing combination.
And it's Miles missing. The Mavericks have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. Now here's Matthews. Defense is right there. And when you watch Wes Matthews, you see he's just a fantastic perimeter defender, Clark. He can match up well at either the 2 or the 3.
His combination, Kevin, of length and strength and lateral movement make him an outstanding defensive player.
Celtics making a switch here. Evans is checked in.
And for Matthews, you know, he knows that he's a strong defender. And so last year, his claim was that he was the best two-way shooting guard in the NBA.
Now here's Zeller. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Wizards in Washington. And he gets it to go.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy. Listen, he has a chance to be considered the best two-way player at his position, and not sure if he is the clear-cut winner of that debate, but he is in the conversation.
And the Mavericks call time here. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Both shots good from the stripe. Here's Galloway. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Feeds it to Zeller. Releases, and he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Zeller's got 5.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Now here is Harris. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game. Powell, nice work on the board. He's paying off with the basket. Powell's got it all tied up now for the Mavs.
shots. They've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball into the paint.
Clearly, they've been the aggressors thus far when it comes to attacking the interior in this first half.
Here's Galloway. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Zeller. Goes up again. JaVale McGee grabs the miss.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
And that one hits back iron.
His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
There's Galloway. 1:32 left in the first. And the official signaled a backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Over the last month, let's see how the Mavericks fared in the NBA rankings. 7th in opponent field goal percentage. 11th in opponent points per game. And they're in the top half of the league in getting steals as well. Not bad, but could be better.
And you mentioned their opponent's field goal percentage ranking. They do a really good job of closing down the paint, forcing teams to beat them from outside.
And for JaVale McGee, what was once such a promising career is now, Clark, I think, kind of at a crossroads.
Yeah, you know what? He is capable of being a major rim protector and rebounder, but I think teams are getting a little bit impatient with him because he's just not mature to the point that you would have expected.
He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
And for McGee, it looked like he had taken a positive step last year when it was announced he would sign with Boston. The front office even came out and sang his praises. Then negotiations fell apart and McGee didn't play again for the rest of the season. Another in a long line of disappointments over his career.
Now here's Barea. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that.
So it's Boston now after Devin Harris's miss. Galloway kicks to Miles. The three-pointer is right on target. Miles has got a couple of threes now in the first for Boston.
You know, regarding McGee, he spent most of his career eyeing the money. He forced his way out of Washington partly because of it. Didn't sign with the Celtics because he wanted to be an unrestricted free agent at the end of the year. He has to show that he can still play if he wants somebody to really pay.
Pass to Matthews, and out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Boston's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. Here's Galloway. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Dishes it to Evans. Picked by Zeller. What a play! Simply drains it in. And Dirk Nowitzki steadily climbing the all-time scoring rankings. He talked about the remarkable...
When I first got here...
Dirk has proven himself through the test of time. As tough as it may have been back in his rookie year, he overcame those obstacles to become this elite NBA player, Clark, destined for the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, you know, people now talk about players being a Dirk Nowitzki type. And that's a type any team would like to have. One of the greatest power forwards in NBA history, for sure.
And thanks for joining us again, folks. 2K Sports broadcasting here on MLK Day, bringing you the NBA. And the Celtics, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
I tell you what, the scoring has come in threes for the most part here so far.
Every time down the floor, it seems they're knocking down the triple.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Boston, we've got Jay Crowder. Chris Middleton is out there with Isaiah Thomas. Then it's Jared Sullinger. And it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's a foul called on J.J. Barea. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Thomas with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. Sullinger outside. Fires it up. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Mavericks trailing. Berea dishes to Williams. And that one's good.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Now Thomas, 9-point game his last outing. The pass to Middleton. Nowitzki with the steal. And here comes Parsons leading the fast break. Julia, good. And now a 3-point Maverick lead. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Something else they've done right so far from the get-go tonight is run. I mean, so much of their offense has come off the fast break.
Right wing. Right side, Thomas to stop the run. Connects, the jumper drops. For Dallas, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. They set the screen. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul.
The Mavericks shooting well, 50% from the floor. Nowitzki left side. Fires from the line. And the Mavericks getting another bucket right there.
He's just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now here's Thomas. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. He dishes it to Jordan. 6 to shoot. Nowitzki with the steal. Now here's Berea. He's guarded by Thomas. Berea kicks to Pachulia. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And Zaza Pachulia, for my money, has been one of the toughest players in the league. He's got a boxer's mentality. Even his face looks a little bit like a boxer's. He doesn't have the quick twitch muscles of some guys, but his power and effort consistently stand out.
Wesley Matthews checked in for J.J. Berea. And he makes all 3. Talking about Jaja's toughness, it's one of the reasons he has such a high rebounds per minute average over his career. And defending on the blocks, he's almost unmovable.
He really, you know what, Coach Kidd loved Jaja. Even started him over John Henson by the end of the season. I mean, he's always willing to trade body blows down low and certainly wins his fair share of those battles.
Celtics trail by 6. Right side, Thomas. Jordan sets the pick for Thomas. Kicks to Jordan. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got 4 assists now tonight.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
It's Williams with the drive. And that one's good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Pass to Sullinger. In the corner, Middleton with it. No good from outside.
You know, even though he missed that three-point shot, I think the defense has to do a better job of challenging the shot.
Yeah, as a coach, you can really ill afford to have those types of opportunities presented against your defense. What an incredible run they're on right now. Offense as well as I've ever seen it play.
Every single guy on their team with the absolute Midas magic touch, shooting the lights out here.
Crowder kicks to Thomas. Jordan the screen. It's deflected. Oh, here comes Williams all alone. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Williams has got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
Adding to their lead, and you see that field goal percentage for the game steadily heading north.
And here is Thomas. Middleton outside. 5 to shoot. Another miss by Middleton.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Rasul Butler's checked in for the Celtics. Here's Nowitzki. Good. The nice assist for Williams. And now it's a 12-point Dallas lead. The Celtics have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Thomas. Passes it to Crowder. Middleton up top. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. And nothing is falling for him right now. Dallas leading by 12. Outside Williams. Nowitzki sets a screen for Williams. Nowitzki outside. Lucky 7 drops in. He's perfect from the floor. 7 for 7.
He's finding all kinds of ways to get it done. What a quarter he's having.
And how about last year? Dirk Nowitzki jumping to 7th all-time in scoring. I mean, passing the great Moses Malone for that spot, and he surely will keep climbing this season.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Well, with Nowitzki passing Malone and the scoring, as Greg was just talking about, Clark, you know, this is a guy that obviously has Hall of Fame written all over him.
No question about it. First ballot in my mind, and he's got a game that stands the test of time because it's not predicated on athleticism. It's all skill-based.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Pachulia. And Devin Harris is subbed in for Parsons.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, he's got to play without fouling.
And the second free throw, good. Harris with it. Nowitzki outside. They set the pick. Powell kicks to Williams. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Williams has got 12.
Man, their offense is really cranked up in the second quarter.
And their field goal percentage shows that, over 60 now. Tough to beat them when they shoot it like that.
Sullinger passes to Middleton. Sullinger outside. Shot clock at 6. And stolen by Nowitzki. Williams dishes to Powell. Butler against Matthews. It's stolen by Sullinger. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Butler kicks to Sullinger. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. That's 12 points for Jared Sullinger.
Just a positive force right now for these guys. And though his team has fallen a bit short, it's not because of him.
Matthews against Butler. Here's Nowitzki. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
And Dirk Nowitzki last season, I felt like the first time we saw real signs of wear and tear from all the years of him playing. His field goal percentage, points per game, rebounds, all off his career averages. And that said, though, he's still a crafty, dangerous guy to have to go up against.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Dallas. Here's Rudez. Inside, here's Sullinger. And for Sullinger last season, further indication, Clark, that he needs to keep working on his conditioning.
And that was a concern coming into the league with Jared, is just how committed would he be to working on his body all the time and maintaining the level of conditioning that he needs. And injuries have been a part of that not being the case, but when he's out there, he's capable.
Dallas making a switch here. Correa's checked in. And out of bounds as the Celtics gain possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that play. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
Celtics trail by 12. Now Thomas. And he gets it to go. Thomas got 5.
And talking about Sullinger, you wonder if he's been in the right scheme for the past couple of years. He's not a three-point shooter. He's a back-to-the-basket banger. You want proof? Only hit 28% from behind the arc last season, and that was his career high.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Rudez passes to Thomas. And it's blocked. Now here is Harris. He kicks it to Barea. Back to Harris. Outside Matthews. Dallas moving it around. 4 on the shot clock. McGee's shot is off.
You know, on the topic of Sullinger, guys, he said publicly that people are doubting him. And he's right. I mean, until he gets in better shape and stays that way, there will always be questions surrounding that part of his game. Hopefully for him going forward, he can be more Duncan than DAL in the way he treats his body.
Barea dishes to Powell. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Powell's got 7 points.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
And guys, what a spark plug J.J. Barea has been throughout his career. When he comes in the game, you can feel the lift. We saw a couple games against Houston in the playoffs. Saw it back in 2011 in the championship season for the Mavs.
That's a great point. I mean, he has an energizing effect on his teammates, the fans, and the announcers. I mean, he just brings so much spirit and hustle to the games. Very hard not to root for a guy like that.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Tyler Zeller's checked in for Sullinger. C.J. Miles comes in for Chris Middleton. And Langston Galloway subbed in for Thomas. In the corner, it's Galloway. Outside Butler. The 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
For me, my favorite memory of Barea is outstanding postseason in 2011. The Mavericks had to get through the Lakers and the Heat to win their first championship. And Barea broke down those defenses by screaming to the hoop every chance he got. Actually, he squirted to the hoop.
Celtics trail by 15. Galloway kicks to Zeller. Puts up the baby hook. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Dallas gets called for the foul.
And getting back to Barea's contributions against the Lakers back in 11, Barea led a fourth-quarter comeback in Game 2 to help the Mavs win. Big swing in that series. And then after the game, Kobe Bryant said that Barea kicked our you-know-whats. And ultimately, Barea helped the Mavs go on to win their only championship.
And that one falls for Zeller.
How about the game for Zeller? He's got 8 points and a pretty good rebounding performance from him also.
And Clark, he's been terrific in terms of his positioning and boxing out very well also, just battling hard on every possession.
That one misses.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Matthews into the lane. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Celtics trail by 14. Butler on the wing. He feeds it to Rudez. Here's Galloway. Boston again missing.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
That is good. 7 points for Wesley Matthews.
Boy, that's a really nice feed by J.J. Barea.
There's the dish to Rudez. Outside for Miles. Releases. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. They get Devin Harris.
Personal foul. 5th team foul.
For Boston, they have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game.
Not really where you'd like to be as a team in terms of free throw shooting, just about 73%.
Guys, their free throw shooting has slipped a bit since last year, but not really to the point where they should be overly concerned about it.
That free throw, no good. Parsons checked in for the Mavericks. So we can't get either to fall.
Wow. Wow. If I were a coach, I could just only shake my head. They have been absolutely awful from the line this quarter.
Barea, the pass to McGee. It's good. Great play set up by Barea. Barea's got 6 assists in the game. Celtics trail by 18. 52 seconds left here in the second. Pick by Zeller. From deep, Miles. That's good. Miles has got 9.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Parsons attacking. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 17.
And the interior D is really starting to be exposed here. How many layups have they gotten today?
There's 25 seconds left in the first half. There's the feed to Butler. Stolen by McGee. Stolen by Miles. Pass to Galloway. Fires for 3. Good. Galloway has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Butler against Parsons. 4 seconds left. And another basket for Dallas.
They better D it up on Parsons or he's going to give them a lot of trouble.
Here's Miles. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time. But with the benefit of replay, it seems pretty clear that the clock expired just before the release.
And you know, as a player, you're aware of that clock ticking down on you. But within that last fraction of a second, it's really hard to know when you're focusing on your release and the defenders if you waited just a split second too long.
Well, the ruling is in, and the call stands. No basket, so no change, Clark, in the scoreboard as we end the quarter.
Smart decision to review the shot. That was indeed very close to being legitimate.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Mavericks lead by 16. And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Coach, how would you evaluate your team's performance thus far?
You know, I like the way we're playing tonight, but, you know, 1 or 2 untimely turnovers, these guys are going to convert quickly, so we have to play an aggressive but precise game.
Coach, appreciate it. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow here on 2K Sports.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. We've been watching a pretty lopsided game through the first half, that's for sure. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined again by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We saw Dirk Nowitzki lighting it up in the first half. He had 16 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 assist. And Kenny, what are your thoughts on how Dallas played?
Well, their field goal percentage is a number that jumps off the page. May I say it's shot-like? Seriously, they're incredibly efficient.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about.
Happy Martin Luther King Day, everyone, and welcome back as we get going again here at 2K Sports.
A lot of action from Nowitzki. He's got 16 points and 4 steals. You talk about being on. He's been it. Not even one missed shot so far.
This is superhuman stuff we're seeing today, guys.
Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. Williams is out there with Matthews. And it's Pachulia in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. DeAndre Jordan has been extremely productive over 7 years. That makes it even more unbelievable that there was some question, Clark, as to his commitment to basketball coming into the league.
Yeah, you know, on talent and athleticism alone, he would have been a top 10 pick for sure, but he slipped to the second round, and he's made good on it, though.
Parsons attacking, and the serious dunk to finish it off.
Ooh, that's as forceful a finish as you're ever going to see out of this guy.
Well, gee, it adds now to their lead in spectacular fashion.
And, you know, that lead's only going to grow if they're not prepared to defend a little more staunchly than that.
Jordan the screen. Here's Sullinger. There's a good screen. No luck. So the Mavericks will take it the other way.
And watching DeAndre Jordan, he's really refined his game over the years without losing the athleticism. He's that rubbery, long-limbed athlete that transcends age. And so far, I've seen zero drop-off in his leaping ability and quickness. But no question, he's improved his skills and IQ.
Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. Feeds it to Matthews. Dishes it to Pachulia. There's the pass to Williams, and it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
And talking about DeAndre Jordan, he is displaying an energy level that many scouts wondered if he had. Let's face it, he underachieved a bit in his 1 year in college. He knows that. But when it's come time to do it at the highest level, DeAndre has risen to the occasion.
Thomas against Williams. Thomas dishes to Jordan. Kicks to Crowder. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Mavericks leading by 13. And here is Williams. He's got 12. Now it's Thomas running. He can go all the way. And he gets it to go. Thomas got 7 points in the game.
How about that, going up strong? I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him.
Pachulia, good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got assist number 5 here tonight.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Thomas kicks to Sullinger. Middleton left side. 6 on the shot clock. That shot wide open. Crowder's got 5 points in the quarter.
Consistency all game long. He's going to continue, I think, to have to take it over to get them back in the game.
Dallas calls timeout.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Damian Rudez is checked in for the Celtics. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Williams passes to Nowitzki. Back to Williams. At the elbow, it's Matthews. There's the pick. 5 on the clock. Parsons attacking. Nifty move. The shot is off. Good D by Sullinger. Celtics trail by 10. Thomas with the ball. 7 points in the game. Middleton right side. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's Sullinger. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2.
Here's where Boston sits right now, Kevin, in the current league rankings. First in shooting percentage. First in fewest turnovers per game. And they're number 2 in assists. This is a team that loves to share the basketball.
You said it all right there. The hottest shooting team in the league. And that tells you not only are they shooting it well, but they're also focused on creating terrific opportunities for one another.
Look at the night for Sullinger. 16 points, and he's been a good on-the-ball defender, too. He's got a pair of steals.
Yeah, he's just made a lot of very heads-up plays, and his defense really has been a difference maker.
There's a screen by Williams. Parsons dishes to Pachulia. Nowitzki kicks to Matthews. Nowitzki with the screen on Middleton. Matthews. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Matthews has got 9.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Outside Thomas. They set the pick. Out to the right wing. Uncovered. And the shot is good. The Maverick lead has been cut down now to just 8 points with the basket from Rudez. Dallas has gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. Parsons outside. There's a screen by Williams. Pass to Pachulia. Dallas moving it around. Nowitzki sets a screen for Matthews. And it's Matthews again missing.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack.
Williams against Thomas. Here's Middleton. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam. You're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
Matthews passes to Pachulia. Williams against Thomas. Williams attacking. Here's Pachulia. Jared Sullinger pulls it in. Sullinger's got 4 rebounds in this game. Now Thomas. He has 7. Sullinger the screen. Thomas no good.
And with room like that off the pick, you have got to knock that one down.
Well, you know, they did everything right, Greg. They executed. All you want is a good look at the basket. Sometimes the shots just don't fall.
Nowitzki kicks to Pachulia. Williams in the post. He's guarded by Thomas. Some teams live and die by the 3. Let's check out the best. The Celtics second.
You know, some teams live and die by the 3. But it's important to be able to utilize the three-point shot. It's a great weapon in the game of basketball. And this coach has given this team freedom to look at the three-pointers on a regular basis, and they're pretty good at it.
Well, for Darren Williams, the injury-riddled campaigns just keep piling up.
Yeah, it's almost difficult to watch considering how good he was when he was healthy. I mean, you're talking about one of the most explosive players in the game over the last decade at the point guard spot. But the injuries, hard to overcome.
That one is no good.
And guys, for Darren Williams last season, all those injuries finally affected his shooting. 39% from the field last year, the second lowest mark of his career. And he just couldn't create space or elevate to get the clean looks he had grown accustomed to.
And Parsons kicks to Barea. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Barea's got 7 points. Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over.
And, you know, talking about Darren Williams, last year wasn't all bad. I mean, nearly 7 assists a game, 3.5 rebounds, a steal. Not the stocking stuffer he used to be, but he still battled and still contributed.
Yeah, enough scoring on the inside there. I think it's time for him to send a message to his team.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I guarantee you this talk centers around cutting down on all of those points coming in the paint. They've got to show more resistance there.
Harris has checked in for Williams. Boston also with the sub. Jordan's checked in. There's the pick. Here is Miles, guarded by Harris. No one near him. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Galloway.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
McGee a screen. Out to the wing. Now here's Barea. He has 7. Powell, that's good. Powell's got 10.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Zeller with it. Powell on him. Puts up the baby hook. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And also, their mid-range game has been impressive. A tough shot to rely upon, but they really had it going tonight.
Steady work at the free throw line. Just what we're used to seeing out of him.
And when it comes to size, it's not a one-on-one matchup that favors him.
Well, you wouldn't know it with that finish, I'll tell you. I mean, that took a little bit of creativity right there.
Passes it to Zeller. The jump hook, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Zeller's got 4 points in the quarter. And here's Barea. He's got 9. Parsons on the wing. He dishes it to Barea. Lets it go from deep. DeAndre Jordan grabs the miss. Celtics trail by 7. Here's Galloway. He's got 5. He kicks to Miles for 3. It's rebounded by Dallas. McGee's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The dish to Parsons. McGee sets the pick for Parsons. With some arc, Jordan with the rebound.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Galloway, the pass to Jordan. Crowder kicks to Zeller. Jordan at the elbow. And that one is hammered home.
Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
Pick by Zeller. The feed to Miles. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And a quick look at the numbers for Parsons. He's around 18 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's really been pulling his weight. He's had a hand in some big plays here recently.
Yeah, in every way, I think he's doing a much better job, and the numbers certainly support that.
And he makes the first.
Take a look here at what Miles has been doing. He's got 10 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 3-pointers.
Well, when he's squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
Butler, he's checked in for Crowder.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
And that efficiency, Greg, as you know, so critical when you're looking to overcome a deficit. You've got to be close to perfect and can't waste scoring opportunities.
Yeah, just used his strength there to get the post position without much fight from the defense.
Yeah, I think he's got to do a much better job next time of just bodying up. Get some muscle into him.
And Zeller kicks to Butler. Pick by Zeller. And here's Miles outside. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Miles has got 14 points for the game.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Parsons attacking. Parsons can't get that one to fall.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
And, Greg, it's been hard to watch. I mean, you can see his frustration. He's actually looking forward to the end of this period so he can have a fresh start for the next one.
There's a good screen. And no good as it rattles out.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Jordan the screen. Galloway the pass to Jordan. Miles, that's for 2, and it's all evened up. Miles has got 7 points here in this quarter. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Barea kicks to Harris. Gets it to go from 18 feet away.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Boston's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Galloway. 5 points in the game. Pick by Zeller. Butler goes in, and he dunks it after the pick frees him up.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right. It really did work to perfection. Gave him all the room he needed for the flush.
Boy, that's a sound physical play. I mean, can't be afraid to put a shoulder into somebody every once in a while. It's a contact sport, folks.
Here's Galloway. No good on the buzzer beater. It's a tie game in Dallas. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the fourth quarter of action when we return. And welcome back to our special presentation of the NBA for Martin Luther King Day. Dallas has gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9 on the court right now for the Celtics. Evans is out there with Jared Sullinger. Then it's Chris Middleton. Then it's Isaiah Thomas. And it's Miles in at the small forward. Pass to Pachulia. 6 to shoot. Shot from the wing. Barea, no good. The Celtics shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Thomas with the ball. Sullinger outside. Down low, Evans. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Evans has got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Boston. And an intentional foul right there.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Boston making a switch here. Rudez is checked in. Another miss by Barea. The Celtics with the lead. Outside Thomas. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
That was the third straight high percentage look this defense has allowed. I mean, these defenders have got to start bumping bodies in the paint. Be more physical. Be more aggressive.
The game's just far too easy right now when it comes to attacking the basket. They have got to do better.
Here's Williams, and the layup's good off the glass.
Really, the defense is helpless to stop a layup right there. Just too much of an advantage in terms of the mismatch.
And here's Boston. A 2-point game. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Thomas kicks to Miles. He feeds it to Rudez. Mavericks with the rebound.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
Now Barea. Williams, a screen on Middleton. Barea dishes to Williams. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Sullinger. And that's a foul called on J.J. Barea. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, Greg, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Here's Thomas. Sullinger the screen. Thomas passes to Miles. Here's the screen. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Williams against Thomas. Outside Williams. Oh, that's blocked. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Sullinger. Parsons checked in for J.J. Barea.
Chandler Parsons.
Clock at 6. It's deflected, but he recovers it. Offensive rebound. Here's Parsons. Thomas goes in. Shot is off. Good D by Williams. Mavericks trail by 4. Feeds to Matthews. Nowitzki sets a screen for Matthews. It's Nowitzki, top of the key. And that one's good.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
The Celtics have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Outside Thomas. And there's the pass to Miles. From past the arc. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. Thomas got 6 assists here tonight.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Williams kicks to Matthews. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
And this has been purely a display of offense that we're seeing here today.
And, you know, it's only getting better as both of these teams' defenses are starting to show signs of wearing down.
Dishes it to Rudez. Sullinger the screen. Miles, that's for 2. Second chance shot. Sullinger, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Williams dishes to Parsons. Goes up the baseline. It's Rudez with the rebound.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Down low. And Sullinger with the basket on the assist by Thomas. Sullinger's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics. Matthews passes to Williams. Kicks to Nowitzki. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus.
Thomas kicks to Rudez. Thomas a screen. Pass to Miles. And stolen by Darren Williams. Parsons outside. Outside Williams. The shot goes down and gets this game back to even. Williams has got 5 points in the quarter.
Defensively, they can't afford to back off of him that much. You don't want to be giving up easy threes, especially at this stage of the game.
Rudez kicks to Sullinger. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And he knocks down the first one. The Celtics making a switch here. Crowder's checked in. The free throw's good from Sullinger.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Guys, that time he went for the fancy finish for us there, man. That was sweet.
Now, here's Thomas. They set the screen. Here's Rudez. The timely screen gave him a step, and he took it all the way.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Passes it to Matthews to take the lead. The shot is off, and it's Boston the other way. When this game is done, they'll be off to take on the Raptors. That'll be the third game of this three-game road trip. Nice ball movement by Boston. Double team on Thomas. Back to Middleton. Over to the wing. Here's Crowder. It's rebounded by Dallas. Nowitzki's got his sixth rebound on the night. And now they decide to foul intentionally. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Jared Sullinger.
That's his third personal foul. Celtics substitution. DeAndre Jordan.
They set the pick. Nowitzki. It's hauled in by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Outside Thomas. A floater. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. That's on Darren Williams.
And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And, of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling that defensive backboard.
And both free throws good for Thomas. Greg, you talked about Isaiah Thomas before. Certainly his short stature limits him on Clark, the defensive side.
Yeah, but you know what? He doesn't rack up a ton of steals, given his instincts and quickness. I think he really focuses on making his impact at the offensive end.
For Boston, they've gone 6 of 11 since the start of the fourth quarter. They set the pick. He dishes it to Rudez. Clock at 6. And the rebound goes to Nowitzki. Nowitzki's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Matthews passes to Williams to take the lead. Crowder pulls it in.
It's a clear look at the hoop. He doesn't miss many of those.
The Celtics with the lead. Outside Thomas. Rejected by Nowitzki. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Boston.
And so it's Boston with it. Shot clock at 5. Thomas dishes to Crowder. Shoots from the elbow. The shot misses. Parsons with some nice D. Dallas has gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Dallas calls timeout.
Yeah, clearly they were starting to show signs of fatigue, so coach wanted to give them a second to get their win back.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Kevin, over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Rick Carlisle said to his team. He is not happy with their perimeter defense, saying, guys, way too many open shots for them beyond the three-point line. We've got to press up closer and try to crowd them off the arc. Guys, we'll see if they got the message.
And Middleton kicks to Jordan. Matthews against Middleton. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game.
And how about no turnovers here in the second half, making sure they get a quality possession every time down the floor.
side, Williams. He kicks it to Nowitzki. Parsons on the wing. To tie it up. And the layup is up and in. Parsons got the game tied up here for Dallas.
That kind of power move has become a trademark for Blue.
And here is Thomas. Middleton with a screen for Thomas. The dish now to Middleton. A stupendous finish in traffic.
My goodness, since when does he score off the crossover? Now I've truly seen it all.
Here's Williams. Nowitzki a screen. Julia the pass to Parsons. Puts it up. Parsons can't get that one to fall.
Well, I tell you what, that's too good a look to pass up there. Even though it didn't go, that's one you got to take.
Outside Thomas. The feed now to Middleton. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. It goes on Chandler Parsons.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Sullinger's checked in for Boston. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
He is absolutely the guy you want at the line in that situation. It just shows you how much he loves these moments.
Dallas calls timeout. They're down by 4. 1:57 left in the fourth. Williams against Thomas. Williams dishes to Nowitzki. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams. 22 points for Nowitzki.
How about these big shots for him in the fourth? He has been locked and loaded offensively.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're leading by 2. 1:49 left to play here in the fourth.
And did not seem happy about how things are going on right now, and maybe wants to make some changes.
I agree. I mean, just was not comfortable with the way things were set up at that particular time. And in that case, I think it's the right thing to do.
Making a switch here. Rudez is checked in. .149 left in the fourth quarter. Outside Thomas. Teardrop shot. That's tipped. Dallas has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Nowitzki gets a wide-open look. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. 24 points for Dirk Nowitzki. The Celtics have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Outside Thomas. Double team on Thomas. 5 on the clock. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there. Earned those free throws.
It's the first, and that gives them the lead. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Chris Middleton. He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in.
Yeah, one more make would have been nice, but they do walk away with the lead.
Williams kicks to Nowitzki. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Boston shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Thomas with the ball. Matthews covering. Count it!
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
Dallas calls timeout. They trail by 3. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. There's 49 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Crowder with the steal. And here comes Thomas leading the fast break. Pass to Miles. Back to Thomas. Just 5 to shoot. Money!
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
And the Mavericks call time here. They're losing by 5. There's 25 seconds left in the game. Thomas with the steal, and that's an intentional foul. It's the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 7-point game.
No mistakes there. Good free throws to give them just a little bit more cushion.
Guys, a comeback probably not in the cards at this point.
Yeah, unless something dramatic and drastic occurs.
Yeah, I think you can put a fork in it.
Matthews, no one around him. Good! And now they trail by just 4. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
But there was no time really to be selective. Stopping the clock was the priority.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Those free throws are the nail in the coffin, guys.
Williams against Thomas. Parsons for 3. Rebound, Boston. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his 4th personal foul. At the line from Mavericks, Isaiah.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Harris. And so it's the Boston Celtics with the W. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny. All
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now we get a chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Jared Sullinger.
Boom, boom, boom. That's right, Ernie. Instruments. This guy was instrumental tonight in making sure they avoided a second straight loss.
And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.